How to edit an image in Drupal. Once an image is inserted into a page, it's possible to edit a few of the image properties to adjust how the image appears on the page. Now, one thing I do want to mention about images is that we have to watch our sizes. We need to make sure that images are properly prepared for the web, and that's called image optimization. What that means is the image should be in one of the three acceptable file formats, which are JPEGs, PNGs, or GIFs. And also the image should be sized as close to the size as you want it when you're going to have it on the web page. So when you normally take a picture on your camera, you have a very large picture, something like this. This is Pumpkins by Richard Bowen. And you normally have a big picture like this. It's quite large, and of course that's too large for your web page. Now, rather than uploading this image and then sizing it once you get into Drupal and having Drupal do all the work, you should size it prior to uploading it to your file manager. Now, if you need help with optimizing images and how to do that, check with the ATC. There's some real easy tools to use, and they can help you with that. So that being said, let's go ahead and upload an image to our test page here. I'm on the page where I want to insert an image. I'm going to click on that edit image, the edit tab, and then I'll scroll down here so we can see what we're doing. I just have a little placeholder here called image 1. That's where I'm going to put my image. So I'm going up to the bar, the insert bar, the editing bar, and get the insert edit image. And I will navigate to this. It happens to be on my desktop, so I do need to navigate. I'm coming over here to navigation. Of course, I'll make sure first I'm in the proper folder, and then I will go to upload, and I'll navigate on my desktop to the picture that I would like. And there's the picture that I'd like, the smaller version. And I'm going to say upload. And I can see down in the WYSIWYG area that that has uploaded. I'm going to close out that little dialog box so I can see. And there it's uploaded, and here's the picture here. Now, what I need to do is say insert file, and there it is. Now, the image description here, I would say Pumpkins, and this is by R. Bowen. And again, I would put that on the title also. If you haven't done this before, you might want to check out the other how to upload images and how to insert images, the video and written tutorials under Drupal Help. But we want an image description and the title, and we're going to say insert, and there's your image. Now, when looking at this image, I'm going to say it's still a little large for me. And it's okay to make small changes in Drupal, and that's what we want to learn how to do. But you don't want to take, like I showed you before, that giant image, insert it, and then try to size it down inside of the web page. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we can do with this. First, select your image, and then go back up to the image icon and click on that image icon. And then go to Appearance. Now, the appearance, there's several things that you can do here. I'm going to move this out of the way just a little bit so we can see a little bit better. Here's the image here. It's telling me the alignment has not been set. Now, this alignment is for text alignment only. It's not for, let's say you just had an image on a page and you wanted it either to go to the right or the left or the center. That is not what this is for. This is for aligning to text. And so I can come over here and I'm going to say I want it over on the right side, and I want that text to wrap around it nicely. So I'm just going to come up here and say right. And I can see right here, here's the little dialog box that'll show me what it's going to look like, the little demo box. And the dimensions, I'm going to say this is a little bit bigger than I wanted, so I do want it to be a little smaller, 72 pixels in an inch. So I'm going to say, well, really what I wanted was, I'm going to say about, 2.5, 2 3/4 inches. Now you want to make sure this little constrained proportions is on, because that will change the height and the width proportionately. Vertical space. What vertical space is think of it as a little padding or margin around the image. And so that's so the text doesn't run, so this text doesn't run right up against the image here. So standard is about 5, so I'm going to say 5 on vertical space, 5 on horizontal space. A border. Do you want a border? A border is just that thin line that goes around your images, or it can be a thick one. And the border is done in pixels. If I was to say 1 pixel, that would be what we call a hairline, just a fine black line around the edges. If I do not want a border, I can put in 0. Choice is up to you. If I put in something like 15, it would make a black bar all the way around, and we can see how that looks in just a moment. But for right now, I'm going to say 0 border. You don't need to worry about the class or the style at this point. I'm going to say update, and there's my updated image. Looks pretty good. Let's say I want to try a little border around it. I'm going to come over and select the picture once again, go to the image editing icon, go back to appearance, and on the border I'm going to say 15. I think I want something that looks more like a picture frame going around it, and say update. And that's what it would look like. I don't really care for that, so I'm going to say, whoops, didn't mean to do that. I did a complete undo there. Well, that kind of goofed up my picture. But again, easy to fix. All I have to do is click on that, up here, appearance. I'm going to change that again to the size, vertical space 5, horizontal 5, no border, so I'm going to put in 0. And I do want that alignment. I almost forgot to do that alignment, to go to the right and say update. And I'm very happy with that picture. Now I want to show you one other thing here. I'm going to go down here where my image 2 placeholder is, and I'm going to insert the same image here. So I'm just going to go look for the image. I've already uploaded it, so I don't need to do it again. So I'm going to come down here, Pumpkins by Richard Bowen. Look down here in my WYSIWYG area, and it is showing it. And I'm sorry, I didn't realize the file browser wasn't showing all the way there. Here's my WYSIWYG area here, and I'm going to say Insert File. Now, I'm not going to change anything on the appearance on this one. I certainly could come in and make changes, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it as it is and say Insert. Whoops, I forgot to do my description. I need to go back. It was a little reminder for the description for ADA purposes. So I would put in Pumpkins by R. Bowen, and I could copy and paste that into the title. Good little reminder when that pop-up button comes. So there's the picture. Now let's say that I wanted the picture to center or to go to the right. What I need to do is, I'm clicking off the picture, I'm going to highlight the picture, make sure that it's in paragraph format, and then I can use the paragraph alignment and align the picture wherever I'd like to. So if I say center, it'll put it to the center, or to the right, we'll put it to the right. And you use that when there is no text for it to align or to wrap to. Let's take a look and see what our handiwork looks like at this point. I'm going to scroll down, click Save. And there we have the one that has aligned to the right within the text doing a beautiful wrap there. And whoops, that one did not center. I'll have to go back and see why it didn't center, but that's what it's supposed to do, is go ahead and center. I'll have to go in and see what's going on there. And that's it for editing images.